First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up. And the Atlanta Falcons ready to get this one started, and we are underway on a Monday night. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. 61, matchbox.
Throwing on first down. Clifford. It's complete to Fuller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back to throw. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
You ain't doing nothing today. No! You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hard.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Strip the ball. Bravo. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, high 7. Yes. Hey, let's go.
Here's Locke to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Drop deep. Check 3.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
64, weak.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Michael Gallup there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
60 or.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Fielded at the 33. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
On the double.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. What we got? 5.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. Hatch it. Hatch it.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
Lock now on first down. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 26 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, Wahoo! 30 base.
Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo, combo, combo.
Off the play fake. Clifford. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the off.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Michelle. There he goes again. All the way down to the 25-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 57 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Greer looks to throw, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Lucky. Kill.
Hey, echo.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Come go.
Here's Locke. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Orbit.
58 to Mike. Coming.
On third and long, it's Locke.
Watch the twist.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
That's it, baby. We go work.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On second down, Michel. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On first down, it's Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check safety.
Hey, box drop.
58 to Mike. 58's the mic. Hey, tighten.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. Third down here.
Smooth.
58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic. Here we go. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Bravo.
58, boys. 58.
Go.
From midfield, here's Locke.
Let's go, defense.
Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, Michel. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing on third down, Greer. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do? And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Dancing to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Go.
On 2nd and 7, Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Danny.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready? Hey, Delta. 15, line. 15 line.
Just like that. Just like that.
0-0, Mike. On the ready.
They fake the handoff, now Greer. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Alert 3.
Hey, wahoo!
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Black. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, Lock. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Freeman. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down now, Michelle, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 3.
Protein spill.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check 26, check 26. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. Julio Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Come on, man, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 3.
On 2nd down, here's Greer. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 63 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Ready?
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check 31.
Locke now on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They look to throw. It's Locke. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Locke. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. Block now to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Bam, bam.
Check 49. Joker, 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 Joker. Check 3.
Leo. Yo, Cheetah.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Yes.
He's checking crack. 30.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. penalty. Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his... in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Any day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, high 7.
Tonight's final score, Falcons 42, Panthers 16.